Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition replay. Spawn on the top left side as the red Ethiopians with T90Official. Spawn on the bottom right side as the blue Burmese. We have pushTheTempo. Let's go ahead and cover each player's bonuses over for the Ethiopians. Archer Civilization. Okay, got a lot of more chat than usual. Ethiopians. Faster archers fire faster, as is the elephant also charging as well. We receive a little bit extra food and gold when advancing next stage. It's small but can be helpful, and pikemen upgrades free, not halberdier. Unique text, royal heirs gets Shoto warriors trained nearly instantaneously, which I forgot to mention the Shoto warriors as the unique unit. And torsion engines increase blast radius of siege workshop units, very useful for mangonels. I do see that's a scout there. Elephant right there. So let's see the Burmese civilization. Monk and elephant. Lumbercans technologies are free, +1 attack per age for infantry starting feudal, so he gets a +0, +1, +2, then +3. Battlefants get a little bit extra armor, both armor and pierce armor. Monetary technology costs 50% less. Unique unit is the Arambai, and the unique text. Howdah gives battle foes some additional armor, +1/+1, and Manbearer Cavalry gives cavalry +5 attack versus archers. Relics are visible in the start of the map, so he knows where all the relics are immediately, which can be handy indeed if you go for relics. You got Spearman and Archer now advancing. Scout may scout this out. We do got feudal age for both players, very nice. And something is actually queued up or stored in that archery range. It is an archer. Over here, since blue's going to be on defense for the time being, let's go ahead and take a look what he's going to use for defense. Skirmishers. This archer can, of course, fire arrows over the housing, trying to disrupt these villagers. He will go ahead and slowly do that. Skirmishers advancing. And these forces are withdrawing now. We got a pair of houses here and the blacksmith. Scouts push the way forward, may receive some skirmisher shots there, and is going to receive some skirmisher shots. Of course, with his 2 pierce armor versus a now 3 attack of the skirmisher, still only deals 1 damage. Large line of walls there, not big surprise. It looks like blue will hold back the aggression.
Okay.
Not like there was much aggression from these 2 units either way. So let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit since it's a little bit passive. And it looks like these forces will try to hit the scout a little bit. Looks like there was a bit of a game pause right there. And we got now the villagers seeing some spear hits now. Villagers do have 2 pierce armor, so those spears are doing 1 damage each. Basically playing a game of catch, honestly. Now I get a big wave of skirmishers advancing forward, so that's 6 skirmishers. I throw some spears in the palisade wall, adding more vertical sticks to the pile of vertical sticks. But in this case, it's doing damage. And right now, the spearman is taking his vertical stick and making it horizontal to stab a pile of vertical sticks. Okay, that's enough of that stupid joke. We do got this. Palisade wall's almost gone down. Red doesn't have a whole lot of defense right here. We do, of course, have this archery range. Switch over to Red to see what he's building for defense. Looks like some scout cavalry. We got, wait, that's 8 archers. And that's a very nice little alcove right there. But that is skirmishers, which is not exactly what you want archers to do with. But these skirmishers are not exactly the highest threat unit to these villagers. You can perhaps go cycle in the villagers, go and trade sides which farms they work on. With the higher health ones on the other side. Now got this skirmisher or spearman scouts pushing way forward on the flanks as well. Maybe it's not a good time to here comes the ambush. Throw some rounds there on the spearman. Very nice. One spearman does go down. Scout does go down. Still not exactly a great position for red. He's lost a number of archers right there. Skirmishers going to be falling back with the scout cavalry. There's 3 scout cavalries in pursuit. He can perhaps push over the archers now to force some counter harassment. And we've got another archer range being floated out. And the skirmishers going to be pursued all the way back home. These scouts do fall back now. Lumber camp is currently being built, and the palisade wall is going to be under siege. Looks like it's going to go ahead and build a reinforcing house to hold back its opponent. And it's going to find another palisade wall to break through. The house is not fully built. And it does go ahead and partially build that house there, though it won't withstand much of an assault there from these forces. Spearmen do find a kill there on the scout, as we got all these forces are now advancing. There goes another archer. And skirmishers now getting hit there as well. These archers are backing away, getting some damage there. They're getting back into a corner, and that is going to trap them there. Nope, this looks like there's a bit of room right there. And scout does go down there as well. Skirmisher goes down, but these archers are going to be good as dead. The only thing you can do is try to focus on that low health skirmisher. It does take him out there as now. He may just stand and fight at this one time. There's no way he can survive for any of these guys. Blue is going to be eyeing some counterattacking. Red is going in for Castle Age. Blue is castling up as well. And looks like Blue will get Castle Age first. 3, 2, 1, red. I misjudged it. Way off.
Ow.
Crossbow research for red. Blue is currently going for crossbow research. Complete. So there may be a small time attack, but it will be a very, very short window that is dwindled. Autocannon arrow has been researched as well. We do got these force here. Crossbowman just got finished. Blue does have a decent amount of crossbowmen here. Looks like he has 11. And up here we do have 10 crossbowmen. Getting another line of walls here in the form of housing. Nothing's more threatening to people than a stable home life. We do got a University of Research and now ballistics on the way as well. Not only gives them, of course, more accuracy on moving targets, it also gives them... no, that's chemistry. Just more accuracy. Sometimes I get chemistry and ballistics mixed up. 13 red crossbowmen are right there. Let's see now.
Okay.
7 range, 7 attack, 7 range, 7 attack, but no armor there. Well, there's one set of armor here. Lots of research there. Ballistics research included. And Blue may be eyeing some aggression over here. May find a village or two by throwing some arrows over the housing. And He thinks he went in the corner. That is now he sees that force there. He realized that he made a big error in judgment. Does get in this guys inside the town center there and does withdraw them out of the town center, so get them back up and going. Not big losses there. And a lot of Imperial skirmishers, not Imperial, elite skirmishers being deployed on out. Just got the heavy plow research there, more crossbowmen for red, more villagers. We've got 2 villager queues, so likely 2 town centers have been built. And just the 1 town center for blue. Does he? Yep, got a town center being built there, but he hasn't actually got a second town center just yet, which means red does have a small villager advantage, 52 to 46. Ooh, and red's crossbowmen are surrounded by blue's. Red's going to lose most of his army there. Does try to fight out the best he can. And now he's less than 1 shot volley away. And there goes with red crossbowmen. It's great engagement there by blue. Red is now have no army deployed on the field. Stone. Nope, both players do not have enough stone for a castle. Palisade Gate is now under siege, and now it's fully destroyed. These houses, of course, can send quite a bit of fire right there. Let's see, let's switch over to red. Let's see what he's building defense. A Mangonel. That will come in handy indeed. Mangonels do have 7 range, and crossbowmen do have 7 range as well. So it's not exactly a perfect counter, but probably the best counter he has at the moment. Or a counterattack. That can also work as well. Red's Mangonel versus Blue's Mangonel. Blue's Mangonel does go down. Red is severely wounded and does get taken out there as well with some follow-up shots. But it looks like Red's crossbowmen will be cleaned on up. Over here, Blue's crossbow's been advancing into the housing. And Blue's pulling out some more crossbowmen push way forward as well. Red needs to be on the defensive right now. Try and go into the aggression to force back his opponent. Mangonel's on the build queue. There's a Mangonel. He does throw some rounds down the villagers. Or some spears at least. Does do a nice little dodge there. Good miss there, I should say. Not good hit. There's boy on another Mangonel. We do have some crossbowmen here on the high ground. Let's see, 7 in total versus 6 and 3 skirmishers. So overall, blue does have a larger army out in the field. More Mangonels being deployed out by red. Red's force is going to be pincered again, though blue may not realize that it's going to get pincered. We do have some knights being deployed out by blue as well, so it looks like blue's transition to knights. Red has a significant villager lead, 88 to 64, so the longer the game goes on, the better red will do, but he needs to take a decent engagement. So far, he has not. Like these knights going to push on way force well. We'll finish off one of red's Mangonels. Blue's Mangonel got cleaned up. Skirmisher or crossbow engaging does do a nice little dodge there. Good micro there. Now the knights going to go straight for the Mangonels. They have them queued move up to engage these Mangonels. Those get cleaned up there as well. So all of red's Mangonels do go down. Skirmisher getting some good hits there. So does fall back to a bit of a choke point. This area is still in the siege, slowly being cleaned on up. Now got some more crossbowmen and skirmishers just streaming in everywhere. So blue has armies everywhere, forcing red to stretch his army thin. Some of red's villagers being cleaned up as well. The other force is being cleaned up by blue. He's dividing his force, getting cleaned on up. But now the knights are charging forward, trying to get some hits there on the crossbowmen and on the villagers. Knights do fall back. One of them just get picked off there. But got a good number of knights here, as well as some skirmishers and crossbowmen. Though putting on one monk over here to get some healing wouldn't be half bad. And looks like Red's villagers perhaps needs to be tasked a little bit better, because right now it looks like a lot of dancing around villagers. Red's crossbowmen may need to start advancing, start hitting these knights as they're trying to take out the siege workshop. Got pure age for red. Blue is not going for pure age, but getting some more armor for his knights. Another mangonel for red as well. Very good. We've got a bit of high ground here, so perhaps able to get some good extra damage. Mangonel will come out before the siege workshop will go down. And they just got fired up a volley there, so maybe we'll find a counter attack there. Both of them fire against each other, and they take each other out, so both Mangonels are down, and Siege Workshop will stay up and going. More crossbowmen for red. He is Ethiopian, so he does have faster firing crossbowmen, which is actually important to remember. Knights are going to be trying to charge on forward as well. Good starter set there. Taking out these knights if they start streaming on in, getting minimal damage. Knights getting forced on back. That choke point being a bit of a problem. Now they got a 4 castle being pulled out by blue. Red will have pure age shortly, but it doesn't have enough stone to pull out a castle to get out trebuchets. I think he just bought some stone right there. God, I thought he had 0 and then got up to 100. So he may have bought some stone there, just spent it there for another town center somewhere. It looks like right here. He needs stone. Impure Age has been claimed or researched. No Impure Age for blue. Going for Bracer. Maybe go for crossbowman. He can get crossbowman, right? Yes, he can. Or arbalist, I should say. Mangonel firing some rounds over the palisade wall. Trying to break through that palisade wall now. The Siege Workshop does go down, so can't deploy out any forward battering ramps into that castle. We do got the Scorpion going on, or Mangonel going down right there. Another castle being put up by blue. He's going for a direction with proxy castles. We got chemistry being researched, as well as Arbalist has just been researched as well, so got a big power spike for his archers. Some of them are inside these town centers, so it does get them firing as well. More Arbalists being researched as well. And that one will go down. As a lot of villagers stored up in this town centers. Red does have a superior amount of villagers as well, but looks like not all of them are working. Oh crap, how did I miss this? Arbalist going for the counterattack. And Lion is also engaged in the Arbalist as well, giving blue some breathing room there. Lion does go down to the Arbalist, not a big surprise. Knights are advancing with skirmisher support. So just crossbowmen. He may not be able to get the Arbalist. Can't really say off on my head. Arbalist might be making their way forward as well. Trying to get some hits on the lumberyard. We'll be starting to advance. And now the Arbalists are getting some good hits there on the villagers. The multiple villagers have gone down for blue. Very nice. And now he's going to need some stone out as well. His castle still being a bit of a problem. He needs to get enough stone for a castle of his own to get out some trebuchets. Red's Arbalist is still being a very big problem for blue. He's going for a defensive castle right here. He has denied all these farms. Still just Mangonels, no Onager upgrade just yet. Does claim one of those Arbalists there now. Obviously we have 10 range, we can outrange Mangonels, though Mangonels can withstand a bit of shots. There is 6 pierce armor. Red now has his own knight on the field, but it looks like the skirmishers will pick it off. If you look at the mini-map, it looks like blue is consuming these trees like a blob. And it looks like the Arbalists have cleaned out the villagers of his opponent's main base. So he has safely evacuate them, but he is going to have no food income as of right now. It does have actually some. The Arbor's going to be pursuing these villagers. Blue is going to offense, but may need to go on defense. These town defenders are still garrisoned some of archers, slowly whittling away these, what's it called, these knights. Got another town center here as well. Does garrison villagers inside. It's been a bit contentious for both players. Board mill is a proxy mill, if that makes any sort of sense. He's desperate for some food income at the moment. Knights being cleaned up by the mass arbalists, and they get ripped apart. And it looks like we may have a trebuchet on the field. No, a bombard can. That's another good option. Takes out the mangonel as well. Does put in patrol move next to the bombard can. Imperial Age has now been claimed by blue, so red had a huge Imperial Age advantage. Now we got some golems, I think this guy's called. No, rambis. I think those are those dart-throwing ranged cavalry. They do a lot of damage, but they have horrendous accuracy. Countess is now under siege by the arbalists. Looks like we got 2 bombard cans on the field. They have 12 range. Castles only have 10 range. Can't get trebuchets, go for bombard cans, which is a good idea. I forgot about them. I assume we can get bombard cans. Not every civilization can deploy out bombards. Town center will go down, given enough time. And now we've got these arbalists pushing way forward as well. A Rambai pushing forward. They don't have a whole lot of health nor armor, so they're getting ripped apart by the arbalists. 8 range. A Rambai have 5 range. It's not going to go good for the Rambai. Sure, they do some good damage, but it's not going to go too great. And even if he has torches engines, it makes the bombard cans get extra splash damage, and they are the siege workshop units, so they get extra splash. And that is the end of the game. Looks like blue has back to the game. Great comeback by red. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.